Your Excellency, we're more used to calling you Governor, or even as it gets later in the night and your hospitality expands by your first name. But it's too early in the evening. Thank you so much. As the best governor since Lachlan Macquarie, your speech represented your own generosity of spirit. So thank you. You do us great honour. The SMSA, the intentions of Frank Lowy, the people who've worked to get this going, and we're just beginning, and the rest of us here tonight. And I've got to pay a special tribute to Frank Lowy too, and I hope Mark Ryan, who works with Frank, will pass on that those thanks and accept some of them himself for the work he's done. Oh, there he is. I was looking for you, Mark. You know, I think you deserve a pay rise for this, and I'm going to call. Yeah. And there are others who must be thanked. Paul Reed, the chairman of the board of this organisation, Grahame Marks, the CEO. My thanks are limitless to those people because the books I had out in Bilgola, which I left behind, now have another life amongst you. Caroline Stein hunted down this location. She's not here tonight. She's let the fact that her daughter is performing opera in Buenos Aires or Rio tonight keep her away. I can't understand that. And then there are a number of volunteers. There's Carol O'Brien, who catalogued all the books with Winsome Allen. There's Anne and Kay, Nola, Gwen, and Kelvin, who have also laboured here, and I have a present for you tonight. And as I said to the governor, it might surprise you that it's a book. We'll attend to that business later. I'm delighted that my niece-in-law, who has raised the intelligence and beauty level of the Keneally clan by marrying my nephew, is here, Kristina, and she is living bravely, not only with Labour's period in eclipse, but with South's continuing incapacity to make the semis. And of course, Carmel Tebbutt again. And my friends from Allen and Unwin, and my agent, and the Baroness Dubbo down there, the girl from the Bush, Fiona Inglis, and the women from Random House, who I noticed arrived later than the Allen and Unwin. And their presence is significant. This is a strange collection. It's still growing. When I finish my histories, they'll come in here. I have books hidden away under beds that I couldn't quite bear to part with yet, but will, because I'll lose them all when I die. And I would have scribbled more neatly in some of these books had I known they were going to end up in this beautiful little room provided by the generosity of everyone. Some of these books have stories and friendships attached. Some are books that I've just read for pleasure. Others are research-based books. Some are very lowbrow books bought by my wife. Isn't that so? Now, Judy, in fact, is my most unfailing editor of First Recourse. And for a girl from St. Columba's Leichhardt, has an impeccable literary sensibility. and our hopes for this space. Firstly, we hope the Gutenberg book like this, the print book, does survive side by side with the e-book, and that this doesn't become entirely a room of archaic artifacts. First of all, but second of all, we hope that you publishers will spread the word that we intend to accommodate free of charge for rental. You'll have to provide the Jats crackers and the booze, free of charge for book readings, for book launches, that we will have creative writing here, and that this will thus become a small, or medium small, but great centre for the literary life of the city. We'll start on our programs modestly and build from there. I hope, as for you grandchildren and Mark Ryan's kids, that you're driven in here one day in 2050. It may be raining. This is a good place to shelter from the rain. And you might look at the old fella's books. You may not, but I hope there are children still, children now, adults then, who will still take an interest in some of these volumes. I thank all the authors around the room as well, but God bless the SMSA, and may we flourish together, and may all you publishers make use of this room. Thank you.
Here's to Tom and many more. Thank you. Cheers. That's it. Where's the music? Thank you.
3 years to get it built, and it's tremendous to have the Governor and people like Jennifer Byrne and Kristina Keneally here to celebrate the opening with Tom. So very pleased, and I know the board are very happy as well.
This is the first time I've seen the Tom Keneally Centre, and it's an absolutely brilliant and perfect reproduction of the spirit of the room at Bilgola Beach. The bookshelves, the attention to detail, the cataloguing, it's extremely humbling for the Keneally family, but it's also a wonderful nexus between, you know, I guess representing a library and also creating a public space that has enough room for people to sort of come and learn and think. So it's quite extraordinary, and congratulations to everyone involved.
So, well, Tom Keneally is definitely a national treasure. If he isn't, I don't know who is. And his generosity is quite remarkable. Though as his publisher, I do have some doubt of the time he spends being generous to the people of Australia and the literary world of Australia, when he should be getting stuck into finishing his next manuscript. But still, we can forgive him for that.
Tom Thorburn. I've been a director of the School of Arts for about 20 years now, and I've been a member for 47 years, and I think I was involved with this from the beginning, and I think it's come along, exceeded our expectations, and I sincerely hope it lasts a lot longer than I do. Thank you.
Okay, my name's Margaret, I'm Tom's daughter, and it's wonderful to see these books that I grew up with, surrounded by throughout my childhood, here on display like this rather than rotting away in a storage crate. We're very grateful to Westfield and to the SMSA for making this possible, and it's wonderful that they'll be enjoyed for years to come. There are a lot of, when I was a little girl, Dad was working on Blood Red Sister Rose, his novel about Joan of Arc, and there are a lot of books here, research books about Joan of Arc, which I remember from my childhood. One of my favourite books on history, Leviathan by John Birmingham, is down here. I remember pinching that from Dad and getting in trouble because he wanted it back. Just so many, it's like walking into a room full of old friends.
Well, it's wonderful to be here at the opening of the Thomas Keneally Centre. This is a fabulous way to pay tribute to Thomas Keneally, a renowned Australian an Australian treasure, as he's been described, and also providing an opportunity for the people of New South Wales to access this wonderful library. So, a great event.
Hello, I'm Jennifer Byrne, and I'm here tonight because I love books and it's such a great thing. I've just been downstairs to see the library and wandered around the mystery section and got lost, and it's a fantastic library, and two, because Tom is such a fantastic, great Australian, wonderful man, and I love the fact that you have embraced and welcomed him in this way, given him a new home. He has many, and honoured his books, because he honours us.
Hi, I'm Judy Keneally, wife of Tom. I've lost my little name tag. I just wanted to say how wonderful this room is, and I look forward to bringing the grandchildren in here a lot, and to see it used for writers, particularly writers that don't have a lot of backing from publishers for book launches and readings. I think it'll be really wonderful for them, and thank you all.
It's an absolute delight to be here tonight to honour Tom Keneally, a great Australian icon, a talented writer, and for me personally, a close family member. All of us in the Keneally family are absolutely delighted that Tom's being honoured with the Tom Keneally Centre. The books here are the books not that necessarily he wrote, but that shaped his thinking, that gave him insights, that gave him pleasure, and now they're here for all Australians, for generations, to enjoy, to read, and to cherish. So, to a great Australian, Tom Keneally, tonight and for the decades to come, we in Australia salute.